Hello everyone, I want to welcome you to this review of the book Extreme Ownership by Leif, Babin, and Jocko Willink. I listened to this book on audio over the last week or so and found it interesting and relevant enough that I want to do this quick review. I don't intend to do a comprehensive overview, but I want to talk about a couple of main points that are in the book. First of all, the book Babin and Willink are former Navy SEALs who served in leadership roles in Iraq, specifically in the city of Ramadi. The book talks about many of the battle situations that they face, some of them very VUCA. VUCA is a term that we use in our training and our discussions quite frequently. It stands for volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. And that would certainly describe the situations that they faced as told in this book. I was impressed with how, under those circumstances, these Navy SEALs and their teams were able to respond and to emerge victorious. So one of the main points about this book is its title, Extreme Ownership, which represents taking 100% responsibility for what happens. And Willink, who was really the combat leader in Ramadi, exemplifies that in numerous stories that are told in the book about how he stepped up and made sure that what needed to happen happened, and that when it didn't, it was his responsibility, even if he wasn't directly in control of the situation. And that attitude, where it's 100% responsibility and no blame, I think epitomizes this entire notion of extreme ownership. Another one was how in the midst of what I would consider to be extremely VUCA circumstances, they were able to prioritize and execute. And that reminds me of the single-mindedness it takes, the will it takes in order to weigh everything, and at least quickly and to the best of one's ability, make a decision and then respond with a deep focus on execution. And it's that mindset, if you will, that I think epitomizes the Navy SEAL activities that are depicted in the book, and ones that I think are admirable and ones that I think could be emulated in a business situation. What's interesting about Babin and Willink is that they've taken these lessons and applied them to what they're currently doing, which is business consulting, and they're basing their consulting on their experiences in the battlefield. And I find that extremely interesting, and so the book, I think, is noteworthy in that regard. I'm going to pause here for the public portion of this book review. For the members-only portion, I'm going to continue with the discussion about discipline, which I think is one of the high points of the book, one of the things that I think Jocko Willink is known for. And so I want to cover that in the next portion of this review.